20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Arlington. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Dart. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, New York.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
They were able to connect on the comeback. I don't think it was really well executed. This is a deeper route. This receiver's got to push his depth before his break a little bit more downfield. They'll take the completion, but they were hoping to get a little bit more with that.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That one good for 26 yards. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
He pulls it in around the 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Trying to finish this opening drive from the 3, 3rd and goal. Dart gonna hold on to it himself, and he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's gonna come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Mustang 19.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Up the sideline at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. They get 24 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Here's Richardson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They know you're full of the seat. Let these cowards tell it. Walk on New Orleans with the etiquette and they yell it. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's caught! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 55 yards on the game.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Neighbors in motion. Dart gonna tap this one forward. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. This one caught at the floor.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone.
The offense staying put. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll indeed go for it, and he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on fourth and goal.
Ready? Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. The throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
He'll manage only a couple. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing is Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down. Especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds. Start on the ground, and we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from from the 39. They come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Dart. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
70 Lion.
On second down, they'll run. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 46, here's second and 5. Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On third down, here is Dart. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Cowboys move out on top 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. So a big one there to start the drive. 59 yards. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Here we go, go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New York.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
He's going to let out to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Ready?
On first down, it's Richardson. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. Now it's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
To throw, it's Richardson. That's complete, left side to Pickens.
Complete to George Pickens. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard
It is 2nd and 6.
Get it.
Looking to throw, Richardson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 3rd and 5.
60 Vikings.
Richardson to throw. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 40 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Coconut, go.
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll run on second down, and they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
At the 46-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
It's first down, and they'll run. Big opening up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Giants 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Play fake, now Dart. Moving outside the pocket. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Dart. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have a Giants first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, it is Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. It's a gain of 34. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To the air again goes Dart. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. Throwing again, Dart. It is brought in the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Oh, very good field position to start as the returners pass the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their 42-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Cougar 19. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Viking 18. Ready,
It's Richardson on the move. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle, maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. To return is Williams. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On the play fake, here's Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Dart. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll run it on the inside handoff. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
We're trying to get this one on the ground.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
2nd and 10. Dart. Moving to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. Pushed out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's incomplete. Gary Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up
So,
second.
3 quarters have come and gone.
36-yard line.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Get it. Let go.
On play action, Richardson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. He was looking for George Pickens there. And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And on 3rd down, the ball incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll go play action here with Dart. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success on 3rd down. And after you call a wasted series, they come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. He will have the conversion and more. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, New York.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more is Dart. Rolling right, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Buffalo 18, 19, Mustang 19.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but it's less. It's going to be fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Giants.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On play action, here's Milton. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. You're not. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers.
To the air once more is Milton. That one, take it in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Ready. 70 tip.
We'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's down the field for Lamb. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll go play action here with Milton. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 35 yards.
Ready? The Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Ready?
On the play fake, it's Milton. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Here we go. Shot 60. Shot 60. Ready?
On second down, here's Milton. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On fourth down, here's Milton. This one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. The ball comes out.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Look at him go! Inside the 10! And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way! 96 yards! Touchdown, Dallas! Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Cowboys tack on one more to their lead.
Giants 20. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Try the left side now. Room up the sideline to the 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 33 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And That'll be a pickup of 3. From the 43, here's second down and 6. To the air, it's Milton. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Back to 60, back to 60.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70, press all 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now Milton. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, New York. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. That is hot. And they get the 2-point conversion.
44. Giants 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
To the ground, a first down run. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
The 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready?
Up the middle they go. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Ready, ready.
On second down, they run the counter. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A run now on second down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The 35-yard line.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Ready?
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.